Nothing on there. Morning world, welcome to Monday 4th of April 2022. Today we're going to go down to cattle. Today's the day these two young ladies are leaving us, our two TB reactors. They're being collected this morning somewhere between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So I'm just going to sort the tree guys out and then we'll come down and get them ready to load. All the paperwork's done, all the declarations are done, yeah. So the second they're gone, our 60-day countdown to our next test begins. Right, that's that sorted out. Well, like I said, the lorry comes anytime in the next 50 minutes it's due. So I've shut them in there temporarily so that when he comes, we could open the outside gate and then literally pull the hurdles round. I don't know what size wagon we got. I don't know if it's a big lorry, little lorry, or what it is. But literally, he can reverse up. We can set up the gates to the back of the lorry, and then from a small pan, we can just drive them straight into the truck. So I've left the paperwork in my van up there. Keep it dry because it is rainy today. So that's it. I just got to wait for them to come now. I'm not going to start any of the jobs until he's been, because he is due literally any time in the next 50 minutes. Once he's gone, we'll then crack on with the rest of our work. That lot will be glad of a fresh bed. That's on the agenda. That's that unpleasant job dealt with. Boy girls, I'd say bon voyage, but it won't be. Right, now that's done. We better have a bit of a scratch out, haven't we? One of the downsides of having a stone-based floor, you'll never get every last bit out. I mean, this is when concrete comes to its own. You can scrape it out, you can brush it out, you can spray it down, power wash it. I can't do that with this. So there was a thank you, 1.5 meter barrier between those animals and these animals, so they couldn't touch. So the bit down the middle should be, according to the ministry, infection free. They seem to forget that a week ago the 2 cattle that just went were in with those and had been for the last year. So kind of the isolation for the last week, 10 days, more or less pointless. If they're going to get it, they're going to get it. But you know, that's what the rules say. We've got to clean out and disinfect. So I'm going to let the air get to this a little bit, take a bit of moisture out of the surface of this. They'll stay in there, and then I think what we'll do is we'll come in and we'll FAM 30 this. We'll just disinfect the TB out of it, and then once that's gone off a little bit of fresh bedding in here. Those guys will then come through this side, and I can sort that side out, because they are mucky in there. I do not like seeing them that mucky. Do I? No. My youngest daughter's just thrown me out of the house for allegedly using filthy language. 4-letter words beginning with W and ending in K. No, work. Not the other way. Work, yeah. Thrown out I was. Potty language. Right, I want that. And I want that. That's a strong mix, that is. Right, well, the floor hasn't dried up much, but yeah, it's disinfectant time. So this is FAM 30, which is a really powerful disinfectant, which means, Biscuit, go on, you've got to go out. There you go, go on. I don't really want that on our feet, so I'm literally going to just wet the whole floor area down, including the gates and that in here. The gate that's over there that I took over there, I'll put some on that as well. Everything. It's probably going to be a couple of those to do the job. But yeah, that down, then we'll wood chip the floor. Not quite enough. So like I mentioned earlier, this is probably really and truly kind of a waste of time, because those 2 cattle were in with these up until a week ago. They've been all mixed together. There's already, if there's infection, there's already in there. I used to do this with our diesel powered pressure washer, but because the pressure washer atomizes, I mean, it does a good job, but because it atomizes a lot of this stuff, we're breathing it in, and yeah, don't do that. Right up through the middle. Get back. Go on, get back. Right. That's given everything a pretty good soaking. We will let that get into the ground a bit. And I'll put some fresh wood chip on there. Have a cup of tea first. Yeah, you don't want to be licking that stuff. One sniff, I think that's enough of that. No, I'm not licking that. No. Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. Right, while that's soaking in there for a minute, you guys need a bale. Yes, the bales. We never actually got to go and fetch any silage back yesterday. Apparently there was a mix-up with dates. Henry's not only a rather clever engineer, he's also a sailor. And he doesn't just sail, he races. And he doesn't just race, he also teaches people to sail. And yesterday he was in Bristol teaching sailing to folks in Bristol. So we couldn't do, after me loading everything up, we couldn't do bales yesterday. So now it's going to be next week, which means I'm going to be one or two short. Cows might actually have to have a couple of bales of hay. But for now, silage. Come on, you lot. You know the drill. Come on. Come on. Go on, you tiddlers. Go on. Go on. He's always got to lay outside. He hates being indoors. Go on. In you go. Go on. Good. Go on. All of you. Go on. Go on, girl. In you go. Go on. Come on. Right, that has refreshed the bed in this side. Missed a bit there. Now I'll go and have my cup of tea. You know what it is, you get stuck into something, you're on the machine, you think, I'm on the machine, I might just as well crack on and do it, which is what I did, and I'll have my cup of tea afterwards, which is what I'm going to do. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a squeeze when I put all those in there, but they got food, they got water, they will be cramped for an hour, but it does mean that I can get all that side clear, and then this fence here can go back to where it was before, which is another 10 feet that way, and I can split the barn back into two again. I think the way it's going to go we've had a bit of moisture, we've had no warmth, the grass is not going, so I reckon the cattle are going to be in here till quite possibly May, which is not ideal, not what I would like to do. But if this push comes to shove, because we can't put any stock on the farm, and we're going to have to probably strip graze or block graze the ground out here, yeah, I need the grass to get in front, so they're going to have to stay a bit longer. Still grass reared beef, it's just rearing not on last year's grass. Right, put that away. Okay, that's this side actually completed now. What I decided I'd do was, well, what I've done I moved the hurdles from that point there. That reminds me, actually, I've got to put a pin in there. Over there. I've done this side. Now I can let them through with a bit more space. I haven't got to rush so much now. Then come back in this side and I'll clean out that side. Put a pin in there. There you go. That's that all firm again now. Right, should let them through. Come on, you hooligans. Come on your back. On your back. Come on up. Mind your backs. Go on up. Go on, you can go back through again now and get on a clean side. Go on. Go on. You've been digging holes down there. Oh God, I've got a digger. Go on. Go on up. Go on, greedy guts. Right, well, while they're enjoying themselves in there, I've just noticed something. I do believe we're coming up due our first baby lamb. Okay. We'll keep an eye on her, but she's not showing signs of any distress, and she's not really pushing, so we'll let her get on with it for half an hour. I've just sent Abby a photograph. She'll now be tearing her hair out because it's only 20 past 2, which means by the time she gets here it'll probably be all over. You alright, you nutters? Hey? You bunch of nutters? Yeah, okay, prove your point, go on. No, it's not getting on it yet. Not really getting on with it. Not over it yet. Not yet. Right, that's all that clean now. She's up scraping and nesting. They're in the corner there. Still not lying down, pushing and grunting. So, lamb's coming, but he ain't ready yet. No point in rushing at it. We'll let her take her time. That nice fresh bed. They're going to enjoy that. Have fun with that. Alright, hooligans. All clean, disinfected, fresh bed. Hello. Alright. How you doing? Eh? Hmm? I knew what you wanted. Tart. I think it's what you call satisfying both ends at the same time, isn't it? Happiness. That's what that is. It's not actually too bad in the cows and calves side, but I'm in the mood, so we might as well just have a bit of a scratch about and tidy up in here as well. Then everybody's got a clean bed for the night. Nothing like a clean bed at night. Right, that's shed number 2 done. Everything has a clean, dry bed tonight, which I'm quite relieved about. I think tomorrow is supposed to be okay weather-wise, and then Wednesday, Thursday, wet. So it's quite nice to get this done and dry before it gets wet outside. Right, should we let them back in? Right, well, they seem fairly settled. Let's go and see how that ew's doing.
Gonna rise up, gonna get going. Take this day by storm on. Gonna wake up in a new light. Next day, do it some more. Damn, wake up in the morning and we're good to go. Gonna get some hustle till done. Next day, do an encore.